They say some secrets are buried for a reason. I didn't believe in ghosts, and I certainly didn't believe in cursed rules. But after what I saw in the basement of St. Jude Medical Asylum, ignobile. My name is Sompro, and before we descend into the darkness of tonight's story, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We dive into the world's most terrifying mysteries every week. Don't get left behind in the dark. I was hired to digitize the basement archives of the St. Jude Medical Asylum, a place that had been closed since 1964. My boss gave me one key, a heavy flashlight, and a single rule. If you hear a typewriter clicking in a room that is empty, do not enter. If you are already inside, do not leave until the clicking stops. The first 3 nights were silent, just the smell of rotting paper and the hum of my scanner. But on the 4th night, at exactly 2:15 a.m., I heard it clack, 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 dash ding. The sound of an old manual typewriter echoing from the back of the hallway. Room 402. I froze. Rule number 1. I stayed in my booth, heart pounding against my ribs like a trapped bird. The clicking went on for an hour. When it stopped, a cold breeze swept through the basement, carrying the scent of medicinal ether and copper. Driven by a curiosity that I would soon regret, I walked to room 402. The door was ajar. Out on the desk sat a pristine, black typewriter. A single sheet of paper was fed into the roller. I leaned in, my flashlight trembling. It read, "He is watching the back of your neck." I didn't turn around. I couldn't. My skin crawled as I felt a hot, wet breath hit the nape of my neck. It smelled like wet earth and ancient rot. I remembered the second rule my boss had mentioned in passing. If you feel a presence, do not acknowledge it. Pretend you are alone. I forced myself to walk back to my desk. Every step felt like walking through deep water. I sat down and started scanning files again, my eyes burning with unshed tears. Behind me, I heard the wet, heavy sound of something dragging itself across the floor. Schlick, and schlick, schlick. Suddenly, my computer monitor flickered. The scanner was running on its own. I looked at the screen. It wasn't scanning the medical files I had placed on the glass. It was scanning a face with no skin, just raw muscle and wide, lidless eyes, staring back at me from the digital preview. The typewriter started again, right behind my chair. Clack, duh, clack, clack. Daddy looked at the monitor one last time before the power cut out. The last line typed on the screen was, "Rule 3. You are the new archive." The door to the basement locked itself. The flashlight died, and in the pitch black, the clicking of the typewriter was the last thing I ever heard. I'm still looking for a way out of these halls. If you enjoyed this journey into the archives, give this video a thumbs up and comment. Rule 3 feet down below, so I know you made it to the end. It helps the channel grow and keeps the stories coming. Sleep well tonight, if you can. I'll see you in the next mystery.